Okay, so for the question here, it says bond P has a 1000 kwacha face value and provides an 8% annual coupon for 30 years. So this annual coupon is just the interest rate. Okay, this is just the interest rate. The appropriate discount rate is 10%. What is the value of the coupon bond? So basically, we're trying to find out how much is this bond. Okay, so just the way, for example, if you build a house and you say, okay, after I build this house, I'll be receiving interest payments of 100,000 kwacha per year, let's say for 5 years. And you say, okay, now I want to value this house. So the way you can value that house, that rent that you'll be receiving for the 5 years at the end of each of the 5 years, you convert it into today's value so that you can value your house. Okay, you're valuing your house from the rent that you'll be receiving in the future using the time, the discounting technique for the time value of money. Now, it's the same thing with a bond. If you want to find the price of the bond, you're just going to get the present value of the interest payments you'll be receiving in the future, and you also want to get the present value of the amount that will be paid when the bond matures, which is called the maturity value. Okay, so this is the formula. Oops, this is something else. Yes, so basically, the price of the bond or the value of the bond it's the present value of the interest payments which you're going to receive as you're holding to the bond plus the present value of what you'll be paid when the bond matures, which is the maturity value. So usually for a bond, the amount which is the face value is what you'll be paid when the bond matures, most of the times. So these interest payments, since you're going to be paid, they're the same payments over the same period of time, they represent an annuity. So it's your interest payments multiplied by 1 minus 1 plus r to the power negative t over r plus, so here this is how we get the present value of the interest payments. It's just the same as the formula for the present value for an ordinary annuity. Okay. Then since you're going to be paid the amount on the face value one time, okay, so just the present value of the maturity value. The maturity value is just the amount you'll be paid when the bond matures. So first thing first, we need to get our interest payment. Well, how much will it be paid as interest when we buy this bond? Well, they've told us our coupon rate is 8%, and the face value is 1,000. So you just the interest payment is just the interest rate times the face value. Okay, interest rate, to get your interest payment The interest rate I times the par value or face value or nominal value. Same things, just the amount printed on the bond. So our interest rate is 8%. The face value, which is also called the par value, is 1,000. 8% of 1,000, that's 80 kwacha. So now we can discount this. So they've told us the appropriate discount rate is 10%. Okay. So do not use your interest rate as your discount rate. They've already given you a discount rate of 10%. So that's going to represent our R in this formula here. So here, I is 80 multiplied by, open brackets, 1 minus 1 plus 10% converted into a decimal is 0.1 to the power negative 30, because this bond is for 30 years, over 0.1 plus the maturity value is the same as the face, is usually the face value. Okay, bonds are usually redeemable at par value. Basically, that's just saying that when the bond matures, you'll be paid the face value. So our maturity value is 1,000. R is 10%, convert it to decimal, power negative 30. So, madam, you have a calculator? Let's start within the side here. 1 plus 0.1, that gives us 1.1. And what is 1.1 to the power negative 30? 0.057. Okay, 1 minus 0.057, right? Okay, just hold on, hold on. So even here, this 1.1 to the power negative 30 gives us 0.057. All right, 1 minus 0.057. 1 minus 0.057. Okay, 0.943 divided by 0.1. Mm-hmm. Yes, yes, 0.057 here. So now we're on the annuity side. Want to first calculate. So 1 minus 0.057. 0.943 divided by 0.1. 9.43. Okay. 80 times 9.43. 754.40 plus. Okay, here when multiplied 1000 times 0.057, we get 57. 57. So 754.4 plus 57. 811.40. So this is how much the bond, excuse me, should sell for. 811 kwacha point four.